Yo, what's up guys? Your boy Wing Games here, and today I have for you a Plunder Patrol deck profile. Uh, I just love this deck. It's so much fun. Just allowing you to fusion summon, exceed summon just like straight out of the deck. It's so cool. And my take is a blind second, so if you guys don't see like trap cards in here, then don't get super mad in here. So let's just get started. I just wanted to see you guys. How would you guys like this deck profile? So we just start off with 3 Whitebeard. So all the monsters, they have an effect where if they're discarded or sent from the field to the graveyard, they get trigger effects. And Whitebeard, during an opponent's turn, you can tag it out pretty much. You tag it out, put in your spell and trap card zone, and then if you summon an Exceeds monster with the same attribute your opponent has in the same graveyard. So it's just so much recurable. It goes into big boss monsters. And then when it's sent to your grave by hand, or or to the grave from your field, you get to special summon one Plunder monster from your deck. So just recurable as well, even great. And then we start with 3 Redbeard. After the new support, they may cut it down to 2 or 1, depending. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can special summon 1 Plunder. Extra deck monster from your extra deck with the same attribute your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. So Redbeard and Whitebeard, they tag themselves out, and then if it's sent to your graveyard by your hand or from the field to the graveyard, you get to equip it to another Plunder monster. So recurable, but just good as keeping all your monsters quick effects as well. And then we start off with 3 Golden Hair. The newest Plunder Patrol. Not so new, but it's a tuner, so you get to hard synchro summon the Plunder Patrol ships. And you can send any other Plunder Patrol monster card from your hand or face up field to the graveyard, and then special summon it from my hand. And then this card's in your graveyard, you can discard 1 card for cost, and then special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Plunders. And they're all once per turn. Also, it does not have a if it leaves the field, it gets banished, so it's recurable each turn, and it's just super amazing. And you get to this is an inherent normal picture card, special summon it back again. You go for Almraz, and it's a 1 card link too. And it gives you to your best link monster. Then we go with 3 Bluebeard. If you control another Plunder, you get to special summon it. If it's sent to the field or graveyard, you get to discard a card and draw a card. So it's just really good recursive plays drawn to your outs as well for your monsters. And overall, it's just really good at helping you summon Toad, because I do play Bahamut Shark, because they're all level 4 waters, and then you get to summon out Toad. So Toad for free. We'll take it. And then I am playing a Kaiju package. We're playing 2 Gamma Seal, Jizukuru, the Fire one, and then the Dark one. I don't play the Wind one just because I don't have it, but I would cut a Gamma Seal for the Wind one. We play Kaiju Slumbers, so I think these are good. Also, all these 4 attributes, you have them in your extra deck, so you get to give this, so any Kaiju you give your opponent is just going to be a really good way of you summoning out your Xyz or your fusion monsters from your extra deck if you don't have the right material for them. Also, you get to just run over these, so they're not going to be running over your monsters anytime soon. And you just give them, so the Xyz is a dark, the synchro ship is a fire, and then the fusion is a light. And the water one and the link monster is for Gamma Seal. So if you need any access to them, we just have their accesses right here, just in case your opponent doesn't play the attributes that you need, like a deck like Virtual World. That's it for the monsters. No hand traps. Just destroying your boards. And then we're playing 3 Shipyard. Shipyard is amazing. It's searchable as well with the ships. And then it has an effect where all Plunder monsters you control gain 500 for each card equipped. So you can make your monsters like super beefy. And then you can discard a card, then add a Plunder card from your deck to your grave. It's any card, so it's just even better. It can't add itself, it would be way too broken, but you can add any other card you need. And then it's sent to the graveyard. You can target a Plunder card you have in your spell and trap card zone, add it back to your hand, and then if you do, you get to add this back to your hand as well. So double recursion. And notice how it says discard a card, so all your effects they can trigger as well. So you don't have to make sure you lose any card. You can just lose a Plunder and then they'll all float as well. So it's even great. And then I'm playing 2 of the fusion spell. Shipshape, shipping. You get the fusion summon 1 fusion fiend from your extra deck using materials from your hand or field. It's pretty much polymerization, and if you can banish it, then target a Plunder you control, then equip 1 emblem of the Plunder Patrol, or 1 monster from your deck. So they people forget about the or 1 Plunder monster. So like you don't have to do emblem, but you can do any other monster. And I just think that that's super cool because then you get to fetch out. It's practically a Rhoda, so it's pretty much very versatile, and you have to discard it, and you don't have to use the fusion effect. You can just banish it from your grave and then target a Plunder and then just equip it. After I'm gonna play 2 emblem again. It comes up and equip it to a Plunder monster. It gains 500 attack. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects, so it's even better. So they can't Veiler or Imprim you. Overall, I just think that is really good. So you can send this to the graveyard, then equip, summon out a fusion monster or Xyz or Synchro, any Plunder monster from your extra deck, and then equip. Use the monster you equip this to as an equip, with the like same attributes, same type from the field. So it's pretty much another name for your Plunder monsters, and I just think that's really cool. For my power spells, I just say this power spells because it's what the deck is using to break boards. So I'm throwing up the Kaiju Slumber. Kaiju Slumber is amazing. Just allowing you can Kaiju Slumber yourself. You can Kaiju Slumber yourself, and then you can discard a card, summon out Golden Blocks, and then you already have a Link 2 plus a follow up, and then it turns off any Gamma play, so you can't even get Gamma. Because you can go normal summon, and then you already have Kaiju, so you already give them a monster, and they can't Imprim you turn 1, so I think that's great. Then I'm playing 3 Super Poly. Super Poly is just an amazing card. It triggers all your Plunder monsters as well. So these 3 power spells that I'm playing, they just trigger all your Plunder monsters, and allow you to gain effects. You get to special monsters from your extra deck for free. I'm playing 3 Twin. Again, discarding it just triggers all your Plunders, and then you get to pop 2 cards as well, so I think it's really good. So like Twin Twisters just becomes a whole new meaning as well. And if you need recursion, you can pop your own field spell. Pop a card on your opponent's side of the field, and then you can trigger the field spell, add something back to your hand that's in your spell and trap card zone. So sometimes it can also be as a recursing thing as well, if you just know how to play this deck right. I have my 1 I'm playing Monster Airborne and Regeki. Regeki is just amazing because all your monsters can get really beefy turn 1. And then Monster Airborne just allows you to bring stuff back from your grave. They go to link summoning and stuff like that. So Monster Airborne is like, and since all your Kaijus were summoned properly, you can just bring back a Kaiju if you need something to go for game, since the Kaijus are relatively really big. And then honestly, the only headshot I can see playing myself is the 3 Imprim. Imprim's just good overall, and also allowing yourself to negate something that since starting your turn. So you like a Warlord Savage or something like that. You can make sure your Kaiju Slumber just resolves without question, and then you can stop the Verte play. You can stop any virtual world plays that they're trying to do. And also with dinos, you can hit them in the battle phase, hit the conductor, then Kaiju Slumber them. I think that's just really, really good. And then for the main deck card, I'm playing 3 Booty. So you can declare 1 attribute. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It becomes that attribute to the end of its turn, even if the card leaves the field. So that's pretty good. So they can't change back their attribute. And then you can take one plunder monster from your graveyard, and either shuffle it back into the deck, so it's recursive as well, or you can special summon it. Each deck is once per turn, and then during the end phase, if you don't control no monsters with plunders, then you have to destroy it. But overall, I think it comes up a lot in the matchups where they don't have the attributes, like Virtual World or like Dinos. But Dinos for the most part has those attributes. For the extra, I'm playing 3 Blackbeard. If you play 2, then you're Wimp. But what this card does is you can take 2 monsters, including a Plunder. So it can be like an Ash Blossom if you want. Quick effect, you can target an effect monster you control, so you can target itself, and then special summon one from your extra deck, the same attribute as a monster your opponent controls or is in a graveyard, and then you get to equip it and draw a card. So it replaces itself with a bigger monster, and then you draw a card anyways. So to trigger all your Plunder Patrol ships, you have to control a Plunder in your hand. So it just gets you more advantage to summon this as well. As it's really great. It's really easy to summon. You can summon this almost any time. You're playing 2 of the Xyz. You're playing 2 of the Fusion. And you're playing 2 of the Brawn. These are your ships. I just like to play this all the time. Brawn, all your other field monsters, they gain 500 attack. So with the field spell, that's already a K. Just for re-extending, you can discard a Plunder, then target a spell trap your opponent controls and banish it. This is your best friend against Eldritch. And then if you do that, you get to search for a monster from your deck to your hand. And then they're all quick effects if you get to have them equipped with a Plunder monster. The Fusion allows you to negate and banish. Negate a monster effect and banish. And then you search any card you want. And then the Xyz, it's a quick effect to banish one monster on the field. And it's not until like your opponent's end phase. No, it's like banish permanent, and then you get to search the field spell or any Plunder Patrol spell trap. So remember that the Brawn searches a monster, Morix searches a spell trap, and then Lies is a negate, and then search anything. So very easy to make and very very versatile. Also, they have other effects. Morix allows you to make sure your opponent can't destroy your cards by card effect. If not, you can detach the material. So it becomes even better when it's normal summon. Properly summoned. You go for Mud Dragon, Giant Venom, and the Permanent Plant. These are my Super Poly targets of choice. They're the most versatile ones. All of them out Dragoon. So Dragoon could be a problem for this deck, but if you know how to play this right, you can just beat over Dragoon as well after they negate something. And just Dragon League boards can just cry in pain when they see you play Super Poly. We're playing the All Mirage, Bomber Shark, and Toad to round up the extra deck. Bomber Shark, you can make it easily. Turn 1, summon Toad for free on your 4th summon. Then you can go for the link, and then All Mirage, any Plunder that's normal summon for the most part, and then you get to link it off and then bring it back, search. Go for a way of summoning the link too. And that's it for the extra, but I want to show you guys the side as well, just because the side is so versatile and I was playing managed. So I'm playing 3 Dango Sekka. Honestly, I just love this card. So you're never going to have set cards on your field. And then that player can set or activate. So Golden Lord is the only way that I can out this. And if you summon out the fusion, you can just negate Golden Lord and they'll pretty much pass. Or probably just scoop it up from there. And Dango Sekka, you don't need your normal summon, because remember, you have Super Poly, you have Twin Twisters, you have all these other things to trigger your Plunder effects. So now you just special summon, and now you have a bunch of materials for free. And Dango Sekka is just one of those cards that you just normal summon, and you can just shut the game outright entirely. Then we're playing 3 Phantasme. Phantasme is just a very good card right now. Again, Dragonlink, Dinos, Invoke Dogmatica. Like, they all link summon. So, Phantasme just fixes your hand if you don't see any of the monsters. Also, it protects yourself from targeting by discarding a Plunder. Because remember, you can discard a Plunder and Phantasme protects you from targeting. So, it just even makes it even better because you trigger your Plunder effects, which many people forget to do. Next we're playing 2 Chaos Hunter. Again, Chaos Hunter is just a very underrated card this format. Because remember, they're trying to special summon. If your opponent goes for the Red Anaconda, they trigger your Plunder hands. Because if you can go Chaos Hunter, discard Whitebeard. Whitebeard can special summon Redbeard, summon out the Mork, and then banish Anaconda. Or you can do other effects that you can negate if they have a light, like Golden Lord. And your opponent cannot banish cards, so it's not a permanent till the end of the turn. It's a forever, and now you have a big beat stick as well. Chaos Hunter is one of my favorite cards to play with. Then we're playing with Pinkertops. Pinkertops just outs like Guru, it outs. It just outs a bunch of cards that are very problematic to you, and then they don't even see your hand yet. So Pinkertops is just gonna be like that. Like, it demands an answer. So if they don't pop it or anything like that, they're gonna be losing stuff. Like, you can beat over things, and you can just pop cards as well. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but you can play mine. I'm sorry guys, but Mystic Mine is just amazing in this deck. Because remember, you can search the field spell, and if you can search a field spell and replace the mine, then remember, mine outs wins in game 1, but game 2 and 3 is bad. It's not that good, but remember, mine can just honestly just take over some games if they don't play back removal. Since they see that you're playing a lot of monster effects, they'll try to go for monsters like Valor, Imprim, Ash, but they'll never see the mine. And at that point, they can just might scoop up game 2 after they see it. So mine's just very good. My one-ups, I'm playing Call by the Grave, Cosmic Cyclone, and Red Reboot. Again, you're banishing your opponent's back row with Brawn, so you don't need the Cosmic like that. Reboot's just good. Just shuts off all their back row, and you can just go for games, since you can make all your monsters very beefy. And Call by the Grave is just good defensively and offensively, so this is what I got so far. But guys, let me know down below what other decks you want me to show you guys. I've had fun with this deck as well. Because remember guys, just have fun. Play safe and have fun. But I'll be seeing you guys in the next clip.